Hello students, welcome to this online education program which is conducted by Oriental Public School, Kishanganj. And today the topic of my lesson is narration, which I have given as part 2 form. Because in my last video I also taught you narration, where we have discussed the definition of direct speech and indirect speech, as well as we've also discussed the basic things which we have to maintain while changing direct speech to indirect speech, as well as we've also taken a look of changes in tenses, place and position. But today in this video I will teach you how to convert the different type of sentences into indirect speech. Before starting the guidelines, let's take a look of different kind of sentences. As you know very well that there are 5 kind of sentences, which are as assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory and optative. Let me give you a brief definition of these sentences. Firstly, if we will start with assertive. So assertive sentences are such sentences which are used to make statements. If we go in detail of assertive, that there are 2 type of assertives, which are as affirmative and negative. Move on to the second kind of sentence, which is interrogative. So interrogatives are such sentences which are used to ask questions, and questions are also been asked in 2 different ways, with WH words as well as with auxiliary verbs. If we move on to the third kind of sentence, which is imperative. So imperatives sentences are used to express request, commands, advices or suggestions. If we move on to the exclamatory sentence, so exclamatory sentences express certain or strong feelings like surprise, delight, disgust and grief. And if we come up to the last kind of sentence, which is optative. So optative sentences are such sentences which are used to express wishes and desires. Now let's start the conversion of assertive sentence into indirect speech. And there are certain guidelines which we have to maintain in this conversion. The first point is that the verb said is changed to told when an object follows it. Second point is that the verb said remains unchanged when it is not followed by an object. I think so I have told these 2 points earlier also in my last video, that when you will deal with assertive sentences, then at that time said will change into told when an object follows it, and when the reporting verb will not have any object along with it, at that time it will be as it is the same. The third point is that the comma and the inverted commas are omitted and replaced by the conjunction that. The fourth point is the verb said may be replaced by other verbs like answer, state, inform, reply, mention, explain and so on. So these were the 4 points which we have to use in assertive sentences while converting into indirect speech. Here I have given an example based on this sentence. Let's take a look. The coach said to the Indian cricket team, "Your fielding is not up to the mark." This sentence is given in direct speech and it's a assertive kind of sentence. While changing into indirect, it will be the coach told the Indian cricket team that their fielding was not up to the mark. Let's start conversion of interrogative sentence into indirect speech. So there are certain guidelines which we have to maintain while doing it. And before starting these guidelines, let me make you remind that interrogative sentences are being asked in 2 different ways, with the help of WH words and with the help of auxiliary verbs as well. So first, these 3 points are fit up on both the type of interrogative sentences. Let's start. The reporting verb is usually changed into verbs like ask, enquire and demand. The second point is the inverted commas and the mark of interrogation are omitted. The third point is the structure of the reported speech is changed from interrogative form to assertive form. Let me explain in my own way of these 3 points, that instead of reporting verb like said or told, it will convert it into or change it into ask, inquire and demand. Whereas the inverted commas and the mark of interrogations will also be omitted. The third point is that the structure of the reported speech is changed from a interrogative form to assertive form, means you have to write the indirect speech of interrogative sentences into assertive form. Let's move on to the fourth point, which is that when we have WH interrogative words like who, what, when, how or whom at the beginning of a question, no conjunction is used after the reporting verb. The fifth point is that if the question begins with auxiliary verbs such as is, are, am or does, we use conjunction whether or if. Let me explain this 4 or 5 point in my own way, that when you will have a sentence start with WH words, at that time conjunction that will not be used in it. And when you will have interrogative sentence which starts with auxiliary verbs such as is, are or am, be form, have form or do form, instead of conjunction that we have to use whether or if. Let me flesh out with the help of example of all these 5 guidelines. Let's take a look of example that Sana asks Manisha, did you buy the magic show tickets? You can see very well that this reported speech is started with the auxiliary verb, and how to deal this auxiliary verb kind of reported speech into indirect. Let's take a look. Sana asks Manisha if she had bought the magic show tickets. Now let's start conversion of imperative sentences, and let me make you remind that imperative sentences are such sentences which express order, command, request or suggestion. So let's start the very first guideline, which is that for commands we use reporting verbs like order, instruct or command. When we will deal a sentence which express commands, we have to use the reporting verb like order, instruct or command. Now move on to the second point, that when you will deal a sentence which express request, at that time the reporting verb will be written as like request, ask, pledge or beg. In the third point, when you will deal a sentence which express advice, at that time we have to use the reporting verbs like suggest, advise, warn or forbidden. Moving up to the fourth point, which is based on all these different types of imperative sentences, whether it may be command expression, whether it may be request expression or whether it may be advice expression. At that time the verb of the reported speech is changed into an infinitive, means 2 plus V1. When you will deal with different imperative sentences like express of commands, order, request or suggestions, at that time we don't have to use a conjunction that. Instead of that we have to use infinitives, and infinitives means 2 plus V1. Let me flesh out with the help of an example of all these 4 guidelines. Let's take a look. The chef said to the helper, chop the vegetables quickly. You can see very well that the reported speech is express command. So I have converted with the help of these 4 points into indirect, which will be the chef ordered the helper to chop the vegetables quickly. Let's move on to the fourth kind of sentence, which is optative sentence. These sentences express wish or desire. Let's take a look of the guidelines. The exclamatory sentence is changed into assertive sentence. Second point is we change the reporting verbs into words like bless, pray, wish to convey the meaning of the complete expression. The third point is the conjunction that is used as in a statement. Let me explain these 3 points in my own way, that exclamatory sentence will change it into assertive sentence. As we have seen in interrogative also, that to deal into or to convert into indirect, we have to change it into assertive form. Just like that, optative sentences will also change into assertive form, and the reporting verbs will be changed accordingly, as like bless, pray, or wish. And in this sentence we have to use conjunction that also. Let me explain these 3 points with the help of an example. Example: Akbar said to Himesh a very happy birthday. You can see the reported speech express wish over here. So accordingly I have changed the reporting verb over here as like Akbar wished Himesh a very happy birthday. Now we are going to see the very last kind of sentence, which is exclamatory sentence, and we'll see that how to convert exclamatory sentence into indirect with the help of these guidelines. Let's take a look of the very first point. The exclamatory sentences are changed into assertive sentences. Second point is the reporting verb is changed into exclaimed with joy or sorrow or delight or surprise or anger or fear. Third point is the conjunction that is used to introduce the reported speech. Let me explain these 3 points in my own way. That as we have seen in interrogative sentence, as we have seen in optative sentence, that while changing into indirect, we have to change the reported speech into assertive form. Just like that, in exclamatory also we have to change exclamatory sentence into assertive sentence. The second point express that the reporting verb will also change, and in that you have to use exclaimed with along with any of these words, like joy, like sorrow, like delight, like surprise, like anger, or like fear. In the third point, we'll see that the conjunction will also used in reported speech. And as we know that in exclamatory sentence we see many interjections. So over here I will also explain interjections with their meanings. Let's take a look. If you'll have an interjection like hooray, good, bravo, these express joy, pleasure, or admiration. When you will have an interjections like alas, it express grief or pain. When you will have interjections like what or oh, it express surprise. And when you will have an interjection like urge, it expresses disgust. Let's take a look of the example. They said, alas, we have lost our way in the forest. When you will change this direct speech into indirect speech, it will be, they exclaimed with regret that they had lost their way in the forest. So these all for this video. Again, I will come back with another topic. Till then, I am signing off with lots of blessings to you and to your family. Good luck.